Hello, all of my crafty friends. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today for the new Joy Clair release. As one of their newest design team members, I am super excited and overjoyed to have this awesome opportunity. So today I'm going to show you guys how to work with some of the digital images. I'm going to be using this Floral Friendship set, which is set number 8, and it has some beautiful images, some lovely bold sentiments, and I'm going to take you guys through the process of kind of learning how to break these apart and take them into Word. So the first thing is this crop button here. If you click that, you're able to utilize these edges to pull in to isolate the image that you are wanting to work with. Now, typically I do this to every image on the sheet so that I have all of my images isolated, and then you can save a copy as whatever you would like, and now you just have your singular image. So I'm going to go into Microsoft Word now, and I'm going to bring in a blank document, and the first thing that I'm going to do is click the insert button, and I'm going to click on shapes and bring in a square. It's actually going to end up being a rectangle, and I'm going to go over here to my size, and I'm going to change this to a 6x4. I'm going to click on this little arrow over here to the right and make sure that my key proportions are unlocked so that I can make this 4x6. Now, this is just for placement purposes. I will not keep this in the end. I'm just using this right now for me to get the layout of the front of my card. Going back to insert, picture, and device, and then we're going to go and find wherever we downloaded this picture, and we're going to bring it in. Now, before I can unlock these proportions, the first thing that I'm going to need to do is I'm going to go over here to this little rainbow, and I'm going to click the last one, and that allows me to move this image freely wherever I want all over my page. I can move it around, I can turn it different ways, I can bring it forward, send it back. I'm going to copy it and paste it several times onto this just to kind of show you guys some of the things that you can do with this, and I'll probably end up coming back to you guys again at some point in the near future and creating a card with this actual outline. This is not what we use today, but this is just an opportunity to show you guys some of the things that you can do when you are working with digital images. You can resize these to be whatever you need, and because they came in with a clear background, the awesome thing is you can overlap them, tuck them however you want, and you don't need to mask because your masking is already done for you as you're creating your image. So I'm going to do this just a couple more times. I really liked how this was coming out, and I'm going to save this and create it probably, as I said, at a later date. So once you have that done, you can now click back on that rectangle and you can delete that. You don't need it. And now you can just go up to File and Print, put in your cardstock, and you're able to print off your image. For the purposes of my video, I'm using the Appollo Inkjet printer transparency film, and I have gone ahead and printed out my card front 3 times because I could fit 3 4x6s on my card base. And I am going to bring in some Decofoil. This Decofoil is called Lapis Watercolor. I really had in mind doing a nice, elegant card for this video and something that could be mass produced. So I'm going to bring in the toner sheets that are also by Decofoil. You can use that with your laminator or your ink machine, and this will allow you to transfer that Decofoil onto these transfer sheets in order to create a background. From Paper Studios, I am going to be using the Glam Glitter cardstock kit, and I'm looking at my Decofoil and kind of trying to match up that gold color. So I'm going to bring out a piece of the gold cardstock, and then I'm going to use the True Brushed cardstock from Cricut in that blue to also coordinate with the Decofoil that I'm going to use. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down all of my card pieces, and I'm going to create a double mat for my card, and then I will have this white piece that I will eventually end up creating the inside of my card. I've also cut down my piece of toner paper, and I'm going to bring in a piece of parchment paper with that, and I'm going to cut down this Lapis watercolor Decofoil, and I'm going to overlap that with the black toner sheet. Now I do cut this a little bit larger just in case there's any shifting, and then I'm going to take that over to my ink machine, which is on a 4, and I ran it through 3 times, and then this is what you get. That is so beautiful. It offers so much shine, and it is a beautifully watercolored look that I think is super elegant on this card front with these florals and that bold just for you. So now I'm going to take that just for you, and I'm going to cut that down to be 4x6 in the same manner as my toner sheet. And I am going to then bring in some of my 1/8 inch score tape. Now I'm going to use the score tape to adhere this transfer film, I call it acetate, to the front of that Lapis watercolor piece. Now I did off screen cover the the double-sided tape with that Lapis watercolor piece as well, so it coordinated better. Now I do take little pieces of my transfer tape or my double-sided tape off at a time, line it up, and then pull it away. It makes it so much easier. And then look at this. It comes out so beautifully, so elegant, and it is so much shine that it's almost hard to capture on the film. Now I did on the back also use that double-sided tape to adhere that to my glitter cardstock to provide a nice 1/8 of an inch border. And then I'm going to do a 1/2 inch border with that True Brushed cardstock from Cricut in that beautiful blue color that coordinates completely amazing with this Lapis watercolor Decofoil. So that is going to kind of finish off the front of our card. We will add some embellishments in just a little bit, but the next thing that we're going to do is work on the inside of our card. So what I did was I went back into my Microsoft Word, and I also printed out the front or the inside panel of my card using that sending hug sentiment and the single flower. And I thought that that was absolutely beautiful for the inside of the card. This stamp set is so very versatile. So I took another piece of that 1/8 inch score tape, and I am going to use that Lapis watercolor Decofoil, and I'm going to rub it across there in order to reveal a little bit more of the Decofoil at the top and bottom, just to kind of coordinate it better. I like for my cards to kind of match inside and out, tie it all together. I'm going to again take this and make an 1/8 of an inch border with that gold cardstock from that Glam glitter kit, and then a 1/2 an inch border with that True Brush cardstock from Cricut, which I also love. It gives a beautiful shimmer to your projects. As you guys know, I love my shimmer. I love the shimmer, the shine, the glitz, the glam, the glitters, all of it. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my card base. And this is a white card base that's 100-pound cardstock, and it is a 5x7 card base, which is going to provide another 1/8 of an inch border around that True Brush cardstock on the inside and the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down the front panel of my card, and I will sit that aside to dry. So then I decided to bring in some of my sparkle pens from Spectrum Noir in the blue and in the green to tie in some more of those colors by coloring in the floral image that's on the inside of the card. And I really think that this just provided an extra little something to the card. It provides more shimmer. There's never enough shimmer. And then I'm going to adhere that on the inside of our card panel. So once we have that done, the last thing that we're going to do is work on doing some of our embellishments. And for our embellishments, I am going to be bringing in some of the Studio Katia gold foiled pearls. These pearls come in a variety of sizes. I really love them for that. They have the very, very tiny ones, but then they have the big, bold ones. And I just wanted to bring in several different sizes in a couple different areas using that rule of odds to create the last little bit of embellishment for this card base. I thought that doing this as the last thing for our card makes it just tie in that whole idea of a very nice, elegant, card that you could use for so many different things depending upon what sentiment you put on the card. I did a just for you, kind of thinking about you, just sending you a hug on a random day. I love those type of cards, and I love giving those type of cards. So here is our card. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys come back, leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and come and join the community with me. I am sure we're going to have an amazing journey with Joy Clair and the design team. There's so much to be a part of with this. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.